What's up, YouTube? Once again, you're in the kitchen with Paul. I'm representing for my dogs today. Where my dogs at? Representing for my 9-year-old German Rottweiler, 150 pounds. Gotta love it. Always love the big dogs. But listen, we're in the kitchen today. But this week, it's after Father's Day. So we had a lot of food left over from Father's Day. So I've been eating on Father's Day leftovers almost all week. But today I decided it's time to get back in the kitchen and do something new. And today for you, shrimp Alfredo with spinach in the kitchen with Paul. Stay tuned. Okay, YouTube, what do we need for our shrimp and spinach Alfredo? Of course, we need shrimp. We need some mushrooms to put in there. We're gonna need some chicken broth. We're gonna season the shrimp with some paprika, our triple play, which is seasoned salt, granulated onion, granulated garlic. We're gonna put some parsley flakes on there just to finish it off. We're gonna put some Italian seasoning in there. And to make the Alfredo sauce, we're going to need some olive oil. We're going to need some half and half. We're not going with cream this time. We're going to need a half a stick of butter. We're going to need our Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. That's a mix of Parmesan and Asiago. And of course, we're going to need our spinach. Let's get in the kitchen. Just a quick sidebar, I decided to cut up some red onions and put them in also, just to add a little bit more color. Now, how do we season our shrimp? Our shrimp, we take some paprika and our triple play, seasoned salt, granulated onion, granulated garlic. Now you take some olive oil, and you generously put some olive oil on there. And we take our God-given mixers, and we start massaging all that stuff in there. Making sure that you coat each and every one of those shrimp, because you want them all to have flavor. And once we get this all mixed up, we're going to set it to the side, allow it to marinate for about 20 minutes so the flavors can set in. And that's how it looks. I'm going to go and wash my hands. Okay, we have our pan on a high heat. And we're adding our olive oil in. And what we're going to do is we're going to sweat our onions. And we're going to cook down our mushrooms. So we put our onions in. Now what do we need for our onions to sweat down? Just a touch of salt. So we put some salt in there. You're gonna put some salt in there, you might as well put some pepper in there, right? There we go. Got the pepper in. So as that's cooking down, we add in our mushrooms. We allow these to cook down together. The mushrooms are going to release some water, some moisture. And that's going to prevent everything from burning up. So we're going to allow this to cook down, and we'll be right back. Well, as you can see, our onions and mushrooms are starting to cook down. We're going to add some Italian seasoning to them. let that soak up that moisture that those mushrooms have released. Okay, what we've done is we've taken out our onions and mushrooms, and we've allowed the pan to stay hot. We're going to put some more oil in it, and we're going to add our shrimp. Now we had some residue of some stuff that was in the pan, but we want that to stay there because we want that to get put in and incorporated with the shrimp. So now we're going to throw our shrimp in, and we're going to cook those down. And of course, you don't want to overcook your shrimp. You just want to cook them until they turn pink. Okay, this has been about 5 minutes, and I covered up my shrimp to allow them to steam also. But as you can see, they're done now. So we're going to take these shrimp out of here. We're going to keep the juices in there, and we're going to put our spinach right into these juices because we want our spinach to pick up the flavor of the seafood. Okay, so we've gotten that out of there. We're going to take our spinach and put our spinach right in here. We're going to turn the fire up a little bit because we had that shrimp on a low heat. Now I'm going to just heat this up. And once that's heated up, then we'll start to make our Alfredo sauce. Okay, as you can see, that spinach is heating up now. It's just about ready to go. And the key to this dish is you're basically cooking everything individually. You're going to cook your spinach individually, you're cooking your shrimp individually, you're cooking your mushrooms and your onions individually. Then you're making your sauce, and you're going to toss it all back into the pot. And once you combine it, then you have a full meal. But you'll do it all in the same pot. That's the thing. Because you don't want to lose any of those flavors. So you cook it all in that same pot. You take one thing out, leave all the seasoning still in the pot, you place the next thing in there. When that's cooked, you take that out, leave the seasoning in the pot, and you put the next thing in there. And that's what we've done. So we're going to take this spinach out now, and we're going to start to make our Alfredo sauce. We'll be back. Okay, now that we've gotten our spinach out of the pot, as you can see, we left the juices in there. We're going to start to build our Alfredo sauce. So we need half a stick of butter. We're going to allow that to melt. And once we allow that to melt, we're going to add in our half and half. Now sometimes we do half and half, sometimes we do cream, heavy cream. But I don't have heavy cream today, so we're going to use half and half. Once our butter melts down completely, that's when we're going to add our half and half. Okay, the butter's melted down. So we're going to take our half and half. We're going to pour our half and half in. And you want to continue to stir this because you don't want... That's about half a cup of half and half. But you don't want it to scald. So you have this on a medium heat. Once that gets hot, once you start to see bubbles forming, you know it's ready to add the next step. So now what we do is we put our chicken broth in. How much chicken broth? This is a 32-ounce can of chicken broth. It's not a can, I don't know what you call it. It's a 32-ounce box of chicken broth. I'm using about half, so you're using about 16 ounces of chicken broth. Once you got the chicken broth in there, you're gonna start to add your cheese. You add your cheese a little at a time, allowing it to melt. I love my cheese. Let's put it all in there. Continue to stir that up. And while you're stirring that, you put your parsley in there, just to give it some color. And you're going to add your ingredients back in one at a time. So we got our onions with our mushrooms. Make sure you get all of that in there. And take our spinach and put it in there. Juice and everything. Take our shrimp. Put our shrimp in. You get our spaghetti. Now, my spaghetti was already cooked. All you do is you boil your spaghetti in some salted water. And you take it out, drizzle some olive oil on it so it doesn't stick together. But after this cooks down for 2 or 3 minutes, you're done. You're absolutely done. So we're gonna allow this to cook down. Low heat simmer. Put your top on. Put it on low heat. And we'll be back. Okay, we changed the camera angle a little bit. This is our finished product. Got our spaghetti in there with our spinach, our shrimp. This is how we do it. So we're gonna plate this up, and we're gonna test it and see how it tastes. Okay, we plated up our dish, and this is what the final product looks like. I'm gonna allow you to go in for a closer look. As you can see, we got our spinach, we got our Alfredo sauce, we got our shrimp. It's all together, all looking good. Oh boy, it's a meal fit for a king. Here we go. We got our spaghetti, our spinach. Put a shrimp on there. And we're gonna try it out. I had to take the tail off of that shrimp. Woo! That's fire right there. The spinach, cooked to perfection. It is taking on the flavors of that shrimp. The shrimp is not too overcooked. It's not overcooked at all. Melts in your mouth. It's not chewy, like rubber. It's fantastic. The pasta, it's not al dente, it's perfectly cooked. The seasonings are incredible. And that Asiago Parmesan blend of cheese on there. They say you're not supposed to put cheese on seafood. I don't know who said that. Cheese on seafood is delicious. This is a signature dish. This dish is definitely going to be a crowd pleaser. Once again, you've been in the kitchen with Paul. If you like my videos, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. I haven't checked in a couple of days, but I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers. We're close. We're at 46. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So we go a little bit at a time. And as people start learning about In the Kitchen with Paul, we're going to pick up some more subscribers. So subscribe to the channel. Click that bell on the right-hand side of that subscribe button. And that's going to let you know each and every time that In the Kitchen with Paul puts another video up. Okay? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you want me to cook. I've had a comment from a certain friend of mine that wants me to pull out my cast iron. So we're going to do that pretty soon. We're going to pull out the cast iron pan and cook something up. Just to show them that I got one and I know how to use it. Okay? Always, always, always keep God first in your life. Love your family. And of course, love yourself. You've been in the kitchen with Paul. I'm Paul. Peace, y'all.